Hello, it's me, Mr. Wayne, talking back here again about what are we going to be doing this week. Pretty straightforward. Not going to lie, it's going to rock this week, no pun intended. But let's talk about what we're doing this week. So let me shrink down here a little bit so you guys can actually see the screen and talk about what our week's looking like here. So if we go ahead and take a quick look into your OneNote, we are looking at week 5 for you guys. Typically, like the previous weeks, we're looking at the schedule, looking at the sequence. We start off this week looking at our graph analysis, looking at the different classifications of clastic sedimentary in sediments in the rocks. So looking at the different categories of things that are from boulders, the granules, down to very coarse, the very fine sand, and then silt and clay. Down below, just like in previous weeks, we have our questions. So for example, number 1, it says, what is the smallest type of sediment? Well, if we come up and we look at our graph, we see some of our key terms or headings up here. We have class size, size class, and then sediment rock name. Well, if we go under the class size, we notice that the smallest one we get down here at 0.032 millimeters is clay. So that would be our answer for number 1. So very similar to that, you take some time, look at questions 2, 3, 4, and 5, and look at the chart up above. Number 4 and number 5 will be a little more tricky for the fact that you're going to have to compare the size of those items to real day common items around the house, whatever that may be. So that is looking at the graph analysis. Now for the next portion, we're looking at the bell work. Now for bell work for this week, it's going to be pretty simple, pretty easy, and rather straightforward. So if we look at day 1, there's a couple of different questions talking about our intrusive and extrusive rocks, talking about metamorphics, and looking at some images, especially like our igneous and sedimentary. As we continue going down, here's the picture of that igneous, looking at 2 different types and what do those features represent. And finally, a sedimentary rock and comparing some of those important features. As we continue, we're going to continue. If we continue down to bell work day number 2, it's going to be a rather simple matching. Where for this, it's looking at some key terms that we either did through notes or that you read on your own, and matching up, is it an igneous, is it a metamorphic, or is it a sedimentary rock? Simply for this, you just need to click on there and indicate, is it an igneous rock or sedimentary or metamorphic? Continuing down with our rock cycle diagram, this is something we're going to be doing in class together. One of the great features about this being on OneNote is we can actually go up to the draw feature up here, and we can highlight some of these arrows and actually color these in to help you kind of identify these features a little more importantly. If we scroll down, we'll see that there are some key terms that we're going to be using with a color key and writing down where it occurs. Also this week, we're going to be doing a couple different activities in class involving igneous rocks and sedimentary, and some rock classifications between what the difference is amongst those 3. So that's going to be our in kind of class activity that we're going to be working through. Similar to previous weeks, we also have a processing activity. This week is going to be on metamorphic rocks. And this week there are 7 questions for you to answer. For example, question number 1, does rocks have to melt in order to change form? Explain. So reading through the article, you'll be able to interpret that pretty much any rock can go through change and does not need to melt. It's just under enough heat and pressure, you'll be able to morph into something new. And then finally, at the very bottom, we have our checklist for the week. So for the checklist, we have the overview video. So if you're watching me right now talk and make a fool of myself, right on, you can check that off. If you continue to move down, there's the complete graph analysis, which is which is going to be looking at that previous slide on the different sizes of sediment. And then we have the in-class, our different activities on OneNote. On Quizlet, there's a review for different vocabulary. And then at the very bottom, we have our in-class items in Rock Diagram. If we can go ahead and jump over to OneNote, Schoology really quick. So we can jump over, there we go. Go ahead and go into whatever folder it may be. If you're Austin's Group A or if you're Group B, you'll be going to folder number 5. And this is what we're looking at this week. There's a couple rock video clips that you'll be using to fill out a flowchart that you will receive in class. Here's the Quizlet link for you all to use to study the rock terms and some of those key important things. And then down below is that tree map that I was mentioning earlier that you'll receive in person when you are back in school here this week. So that's kind of looking at our week at a glance. Hopefully this was helpful. If you have any questions, once again, you can email Mr. Fritz or Miss Key for myself, and we'll definitely help you in any way, shape, or form. Or you can sign into our Wednesday office hours between 9 and 10. So I hope this was informative for you guys, and I hope it was entertaining, and you have a great day. Bye now.